So, the 2023 edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup is up and running, and every team has at least played one game so far. But what does Jamaica's group look like right now in Group F? Well, as it stands, Brazil, they're at the top of the group with 3 points, followed by France and Jamaica with 1 point, and Panama, who have 0. Brazil, they defeated Panama by 4-0, and that is what puts them at the top of the group. On Sunday, Jamaica held France to a 0-0 draw. Up next will be Saturday, and Saturday all 4 teams in the group will be playing. Panama against Jamaica and France against Brazil. So this weekend, every team in Group F will have at least played 2 matches. So what are the permutations? Well, it's a little bit early to talk about that, bearing in mind that all teams in the group still have 2 matches left. But there are some changes made to this World Cup compared to previous editions of the FIFA Women's World Cup. And what is that in particular? Well, first thing first, the tournament has expanded from 24 to 32 teams. So 8 teams more in the FIFA Women's World Cup. So it's going to be a 32-team edition of the World Cup moving forward for the women. Just like what we saw in Qatar on the men's side with 32 teams, it's a similar format in the Women's World Cup now. Previously, when it was 24 teams, you would have 4 best third-place teams ensuring that they could advance to the round of 16. This time around, there's more symmetry. If you're in the top 2, you're going to the round of 16. If you're not in the top 2, then it's a flight home. So it's quite straightforward. So the Jamaicans are up next against Panama, and a victory for Jamaica would take them up to 4 points in the group. A France victory over Brazil would also take them to 4 points, and that would put France and Jamaica on 4 points, Brazil on 3 points, and Panama at the foot of the table. However, if Jamaica defeats Panama and Brazil defeats France, that would mean that Brazil would be at the top of the group with 6 points, Jamaica second position with 4 points, France on 1 point, and Panama at the foot of the table without a point. That would mean going into the last set of games that a Jamaica draw against Brazil would secure passage to the round of 16 of the competition. And why would a draw also be good from the Brazilian standpoint as well? It would also mean that they would secure group honors, because they would finish at the top of Group F with 7 points, and Jamaica would be second with 5 points. So regardless of the result in the France against Panama encounter, a draw in the Jamaica-Brazil game would mean that Brazil and Jamaica would advance. But let's not count our chicks before they're hatched. We're truly behind the girls. We want them to do well. We're fully behind them. The entire Jamaica, the Jamaican community in the UK, Canada, US, all over the world are rallying around the Reggae Girlz to create more history down under in Australia.